What is going on, people?
What is going on?
What is going on? We have beaten Man City a goal to nil. How good does that sound, John?
I can't believe. Do you know what?
How good does that sound?
I can't believe it.
Yeah,
actually,
honestly,
in a way.
we've had a few minutes to process it. It's been unbelievable kind of a performance from Tottenham over the past 90 minutes, I would say. I'm loving the quotes I'm hearing from Nuno and from Sonny post-match, and there all seems to be a bit more belief around the place at the moment.
But you know what, though?
It was a feel-good factor, isn't it?
It wasn't even a smash and grab.
No.
That's the thing. It wasn't a smash and grab. It was like a really, really good performance. We actually played them off the park second half. That's the thing that I was like most pleased about. It's like defensively great, shape great, balance great, outlets great, counter-attacking great, you know? Like everything just looked brilliant, I thought. Yeah,
absolutely. What do you reckon of this little Pep quote before we get to the callers? He says, it's the same every time we come to Tottenham. We play well every game, except the first game at White Hart Lane under Pochettino. It's always difficult to control Tottenham because of their transitions. He kind of, I don't know, I get the feeling him saying that he
hates us, doesn't he?
He doesn't
like
us.
He doesn't like us.
I feel like he's like a lot. Every time I come to Tottenham, it's the same thing.
Do you know what? We're the kryptonite to Pep. You know, we are Pep's kryptonite. But I was going to say,
you know when the last time they scored a goal on N17 was?
In the 4-1 maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
It's in the 4-1.
That was the last time.
They scored first as well, didn't they?
They scored first. Yeah.
Yeah. I've actually got a quote here from Kai. How you doing, mate? You connecting with me on Instagram. Okay. You said, since calling Tottenham the Harry Kane team, Pep has lost 5 times to Tottenham Hotspur without Harry Kane.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Nice one, Kai.
Epic, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he must be sick of the sight of White Hart Lane right now.
And Son, the Man City assassin, right?
City assassin,
exactly. He really is.
He can't handle him.
They can't.
But clearly, I think that's a fact now. They cannot
They're jealous of us having Son.
It was just such a great, aggressive performance. It was something that it was right, just what the doctor ordered in terms of what we need to start the season with a bang, with that kind of performance to give everyone belief that actually Tottenham, as much as we think is unlikely for us to achieve much this season before it started, maybe we actually are going to be serious this season. And maybe we have learned lessons from our past 2 years. Yeah. And as much as we have faltered and gone in the wrong direction, maybe we're back on the right path now.
But also, like, to protect the back line is to play on the front foot and be aggressive in the opponent's half. That's something that we haven't seen for a long time, you know? And I think today showed that. Like, we were a goal up, 5 minutes to go. We had 8 men in Man City's half.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Like,
but it worked though, didn't it? They didn't look like scoring. We looked like scoring, you know? We were carving them open in that second half. So, you know, it was so many positives, and the fact that I really didn't see them scoring. We looked quite watertight at the back. Normally, your heart's in your mouth. It's like back to the wall. You're like, oh my God, please hold this out. It's like last ditch. I didn't feel that today. Admittedly, they had a few half chances, but generally, I thought absolute dominance performance second half.
Definitely, absolutely true.
Don't you think?
Yeah, I know, I completely agree, and I think that follows on. First of all, that follows on from what Nuno's been saying in pre-season, how important it is to finish the game well, and how important it is not to just start the game and like we've done many a times last season, but not to let your standards slip throughout the game, which I think is definitely
is that what he said?
Thing. Yeah, he said that pre-season.
Oh, fantastic. I love that.
He said it's very important. We have to start finishing the game well, and it's definitely what we saw, especially if you looked at the Arsenal game in pre-season, our last pre-season game. We finished that second half.
They didn't look like scoring,
that whole second half, they didn't have a chance, and that pretty much played in today. Pretty much that second half, they had one shot from Grealish, which went straight at Lloris. They got behind the fullback once from Ferran Torres, which was blocked behind from Lloris. Other than that, nothing. They didn't have a thing.
There were chances. I'm not going to say they didn't have chances, because there were chances where I think, was it Diaz like scuffs, it was 3 yards out and he scuffs it and it goes over the bar. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was Torres from the free kick.
Sorry, Torres.
That was from the set piece, yeah.
No, so they did have chances.
From open play, they didn't. Not many.
Generally, though, it felt more comfortable than it normally would when you're playing City with a goal up.
Especially how we were, just a few months ago.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It goes to show, like, if you can just change the mentality and just get the team playing as a team and get them playing aggressively on the front foot, it does make players like Dyer and Sanchez look good.
Yeah, definitely.
But when you expose them, like, obviously they're going to look like shit, aren't they?
Correct.
So I just thought it was a great team performance today. It was almost like, I almost don't want to give a man of the match, because I just thought the whole team, like, it was like a well-oiled machine, and today I thought it was brilliant.
Agree. I thought we were brilliant from pretty much, apart from the opening exchanges where I thought City were all over us, and it could have easily been, City could have easily got a couple of goals in those opening 10 minutes. apart from that, once we had settled, I thought it was exceptional. And the fact that we had Tanganga and Skip as well as part of that team. Brilliant. Was so good. I'm so happy for them that they came into the team and they were so solid and played so well and were a part of the team. You know, having come through the ranks at Tottenham to get to this stage and to start the season in that vein, is going to give them so much confidence going into the season.
Do you know what I really liked Tanganga in the first half? Is like he kept giving away little tactical fouls, just like nudging Grealish over, but it did disrupt their rhythm. And Definitely. They were finding it hard to get into a rhythm, and I think that was actually I like that about Tanganga. And he actually didn't get a yellow card.
He didn't. The whole game.
The whole game.
I thought he was lucky.
He
should have got a yellow.
I think didn't the ref go over to him and say, "Look, you got one more."
I think he gave him 2 final warnings. I think he gave him 2
but after that, it was a very polished performance. In the second half.
Look at Tanganga's face. There's such a lovable face. You can't book him. Oh, you can't book him. All right.
What a beast that guy is.
Let's go send some callers on.
Ariane.
We get Ariane first. Ariane! Come on! Ariane. That's what I love to see. Oh, man.
I'm losing my voice because I went to the Spurs bar, so there was 70 people in a room, and the atmosphere, like the stadium, I don't know what it was about this game. Everywhere, I'm assuming there was groups of fans. It was going wild, man. It's okay. What I want to talk about, Nuno.
Yeah.
Nuno. I love the man. I'm in love with him. I'm in love with his play style. Everything about him. I absolutely love him, man.
Yeah.
This game sold me on anything I had doubts about. The teeny little doubts, it sold me. I'm 100% in now. All right, you can hear my voice is gone, dude.
He's gone, mate. The guy's gone.
It's gone.
Watching today, Ariane, when you see the way we performed for 90 minutes, the aggression we put into the team pretty much throughout the whole game, are you thinking this is a new era for Tottenham now? This is where we're stepping in the right direction, or you kind of like thinking we faced City at a good time and maybe we just caught them on an off day?
This is absolutely a step in the right direction. There's no two ways about it. I don't care who we're playing. That performance was unbelievable. And it's not even like we're playing against the City. Yeah, sure, it's a City side without De Bruyne and this or that. But it's not like we're playing someone like mid-table quality. We're still playing a team that has more. That is a team that if it started all season, they are more than enough for top 2.
Yeah, it's 400 million, not 500 million. Yeah,
it's a brilliant team regardless. And that performance, we just shut them down. Yes, they had a few half chances. Probably the biggest chance was that set piece. And other than that, they looked deflated. And I'm not even used to it because we've been managed under Mourinho for so long, man. The amount of people we had in the half, the amount of times we were attacking, I was in love with it. All right. And the thing that stood out to me was in the final 10 minutes when he made 2 subs, one being Lo Celso and Doherty, the other one. I was thinking, okay, well, we're 1-0 up. There's about 15 minutes, and he's taking Bergwijn off, who's probably more defensive than Lo Celso in terms of how much he presses, and he's bringing Tanganga off for Doherty, who, again, probably Doherty's a bit of a more attacking fullback. And I'm thinking, so we've got 10 minutes to go, and he's making attacking changes more than he is defensive changes.
And it worked, though.
And it worked. That's the thing. It was just so nice. And, it was wonderful, man. And I've never 1-0 up, or, the scoreline flattering City in a 1-0 win, all right? It's just foreign. We've won against them before 2-0 most of the time. Yeah. And the scoreline flattered us most of the time.
That's a good point.
It's a smash and grab, but this time 1-0, we should have beat them. Bergwijn had that horrible miss. I don't know what that was. And we had a few from Lucas. I think Son could have taken a shot once or twice. We could have gone 3 or 4 goals tonight with really good finishing, right? We had plenty of chances. But 1-0 and we still did get the win. We keep a clean sheet against this Man City team. It's just great. I'm just in shock. I'm just losing my train of thought here because I'm just so happy.
That's all right, mate. That's acceptable. We understand.
And to start the season without Harry Kane and putting a performance like that, how important was it today to show everyone that there is life without Harry Kane?
It's just amazing because what it can also do is if he goes, now you can really justify that 150 million, and you can get those little key areas that we saw. Maybe today, maybe not so much today because the performance is wonderful, but I think as we play more and we face different types of teams, teams that like to sit back and how we break them down, I think when we find these little flaws in the team, and we can see that we can, deal without Kane, that 150 million can be used to iron out these problems, and hopefully we can use it to go make a step in the right direction. So I think being able to prove that we don't need Kane to succeed as a team was absolutely massive tonight. And it's probably the second best team in the country at worst, and the best in the country at best.
Yeah.
So I'm
right
just
about
incredible.
Yeah, it was incredible. It was just, I mean, we were both a little bit surprised how well we played,
Yeah, definitely.
I think.
Right.
But, like, the overall performance was brilliant, wasn't it, Ariane? I mean, like, the way we defended was excellent. We looked very watertight. The way that we braked was excellent, the way that we were, like, pickpocketing them in the central areas, And then we had outlets, we had the runners. Everything just looked great, didn't it? The shape looked good today.
The tackles and the pressing, like Davinson Sanchez's tackle on De Bruyne to win the ball, and that pumped me up so much.
We were like,
go! I was screaming at the top of my lungs.
Yeah.
I could feel my vocal cords like just dying. I was screaming so loud. They were like scratchy, and I didn't care. I was just giving everything because the players were giving everything, man.
Yeah.
And I was about to say something, but again, I keep losing my train of thought.
Right, no worries. We're gonna
just imagine if Ben Davies played. Oh my word!
That might have happened. But all right, Ariane. Well, look, we'll let's.
You got more guests to get on.
I was going to say let's finish on a high there. What bar were you in? Was it like a Spurs pub you're in?
Yep.
What was it called?
LA Spurs.
LA Spurs.
LA Spurs, brilliant.
LA Spurs.
Love it. Well, big up to LA Spurs. Hopefully they'll get some more Patreons after that call. Look, that was buzzing in there. What a win. And good to get you on, Ariane, as always, my friend. Always good to see you.
Cheers, Ariane.
It was wonderful. Come on, you
Come on, Ariane. Big up to you, my friend.
Brilliant.
We've got a super chat from Dark Sun G21. He says, Skip Tanganga saves us some transfer money. Do you think that Skip and Tanganga, we might not have to shell out some money in those positions because of their performances today?
It's difficult to say. Give it a few more games. I think Tanganga definitely looks top draw for me. Skip, yeah, I think he works hard, but there might be a notch up from him. But I would like to see both of them being given a long stretch. Yeah, definitely.
Did Tanganga look like a guy who apparently we'd accepted a loan bid for Galatasaray?
Why? I don't know why.
Did Tanganga look like today a guy with a point to prove?
Hands off, Turkey.
Do you think he looked like a guy with a point to prove today, Tanganga?
I think he always plays like that, though, to be honest with you. Whenever I watch him, he always looks like he has a point to prove. So, for me, he's just a good professional. Strong, isn't he? So strong. Mm-hmm. Brilliant. Built like a brick. Minty Lee.
Minty Lee.
Let's bring Minty Lee on.
Minty Lee, I think.
Wow, this is the Minty Lee.
Yeah, the famous.
Wow, the famous Minty Lee.
Hello. Hey. Thank you for calling in. It was such a shock to finally see you. Good friend of the channel. How are you doing?
And also, Minty Lee, you leave very, very brilliant comments in the chat room, by the way. I really appreciate them. They're very on point, and we really appreciate them. So I'm expecting a really good comment for you today.
Yeah, nobody laughed at my brilliant jokes, so...
The jokes, not so much.
Minty Lee, what an unbelievable performance it was, though, today from Tottenham Hotspur. Were you shocked by the game?
Oh, yeah. I was like, what the fuck is going on? It's completely two different games in the first half and the second half.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what Nuno told them in the dressing room, but, like, that's fucking worked. Like, it's like...
What was the change, do you think? Like, what did you see differently in the second half from the first half?
I think, to be honest, he just told Son to like just go for it whenever he has the ball, like, because I don't really quite get the pass back in the first half. Like, wouldn't say pass back, but like he just didn't go for it. But like in the second half, it's like we just went for it from all of them, from Son, from Lucas. Like, did you see your man Lucas running at 90 minutes? Like, my God, like. I wouldn't be surprised if Pep calling for him to be tested for doping or anything. Like,
are you a morosexual? Minty Lee, tell me, are you part of the morosexual fan club? You are, aren't you? Yeah. She is. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Another one to the. Come on.
More.
There we go.
Who impressed you though in the most individually today?
Two guys, Lucas and Jaffa.
Yeah.
Like, my man, it's like he's so big, so strong, and it's like he just like he makes him foul, but yeah, what the fuck it. It's like
exactly,
has to be done, like. And then obviously my main man Lucas, the playmaker of Lucas.
Yeah.
It's like he did really well. Like he made he made in the last pit bit there. He made Grealish look like a fucking made of lead. Like Grealish is no longer like 100 million. It's like it's fucking like out the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lucas there.
Lucas,
Exactly,
absolutely brilliant. And let's talk about Nuno. The performance we put on today, the aggression, the pressing, we were able to press Man City pretty much into oblivion for some of the for a lot of the game today. And though it was a mix between pragmatism and pressing, there was a bit of pragmatism in there as well, where times where City penned us back. But I thought, by and large, we're extremely aggressive today. And how do you think he's gonna bring that on for this season? Are you excited now with Nuno at the helm and what you've seen today that we could actually achieve something this season?
I'm definitely excited. I don't expect to see it every week, but I would like them to keep that going into the season, like especially against like the bigger teams. Like we did drop a lot of points last season, and also it's like when the team press really aggressively, they need like power, they need physicality, like they need to train harder. And to keep that like consistency throughout the seasons.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Minty Lee.
Thanks,
Always
Minty
good
Lee.
to have you on.
Yeah.
Amazing to have you call in.
It's your
for the
debut.
first
I think it's your
time.
debut, right, Minty Lee?
Hey, yeah, it is.
Yeah. Great debut.
Brilliant.
Great
debut.
performance.
Brilliant to have you on. And I'm looking forward to your comments. I'm looking forward to you coming on more often. I'm looking forward to it.
I will. Actually in the same time zone with you also.
Brilliant.
Okay, amazing. Well, good to have you on, and we'll see you soon.
Cheers, thanks, guy.
No, thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you for coming on.
Bye.
Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spur.
Oh, it's nice to see Minty Lee after
I
all
know,
all
after
this
all this time.
After all this time, we actually get to see the face of Minty Lee. We
know,
weren't
it's taken
pranked.
a while.
We weren't.
Brilliant.
No.
One sec.
By the way, whilst you're doing that, I just want to say, Nikki Mabs, thanks for the clobber early birthday present. I love it. It's retros from my from my childhood. So thanks for that, brother. Yeah, the Hoddle era.
Okay. All right.
Oh, we got the milky-eared kid is strong and tough. Only the best is good enough.
It's not the kid anymore. We have to.
Oh no, we've renamed. Yeah, he's renamed. He's rebranded himself. He's got his scarf out. Look at him. Oh, he's loving it, the boy. Here he is.
You
Look.
know.
Come on in, Dan. Tell us what you thought about the game.
You can't buy trophies. You can't buy trophies.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but my father supports City, and I'm absolutely killing him. I'm killing him. I'm not giving him 1 second to breathe. Not second to breathe.
Good.
But honestly, the first day that Nuno Espirito Santos came in, he told us, I'm going to make the fans proud. I promise you. And I feel proud. I feel proud. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs. Yeah, it was like, it did feel like a pride thing today, the way we played, wasn't it? It was like the Spurs of old. It was actually, for me today, it was like the Spurs of White Hart Lane. That's what I would describe it as today.
True, and we haven't seen that yet. We haven't
haven't
had
seen
that.
We haven't seen that for a while. Yeah,
it's been a very long time. But I think today, I think you might have a point. Maybe.
Do you know what I mean by that? Like that high pulsating, like dynamic
and,
football.
Not fearing the opposition, not fearing who we're up
we didn't
against.
fear
And there was a
them.
big part of that. What really impressed you about today, Dan?
Tottenham.
There we go.
Look, honestly, Tanganga, I swear, if he plays like this one more match, I'm printing his name on the back of my jersey. I can't anymore. I need to have his name on the back of my jersey. And another one was Lucas Moura, but it's not really a surprise, but I'm still really happy with his performance. Because I said before the game that this man is going to be crucial in this match. You look at it, the last times that we played Tottenham, the last time that we played Man City, what was the key factor? In my opinion, I think it was actually the fans. If you look, the last time, obviously, there was no fans, 2-0, but when we won, there was no fans in the stadium. But then you look at the 1-0 win that we got in the Champions League. How are the fans in that game? Absolutely buzzing. Then you look at the 2-0 win that Bergwijn scored his first goal. The fans there were absolutely buzzing. Today, the fans were absolutely buzzing.
Brilliant today.
And I think with Man City, a little bit of pressure from the fans, and they start making mistakes and stuff. You know, Jaffa Tanganga made Joao Cancelo look like a fraud. But
like Baby Yoda. He made him look like Baby Yoda.
See, on that Juventus jersey over there, it's actually signed by Joao Cancelo.
Oh, is it?
I was gonna say, and Paulo Dybala. If Cancelo would have scored, I would have thrown that away.
I like it.
Yeah, I mean, let me ask you about two players today, two academy graduates, both starting in the starting lineup today, Jaffet Tanganga and Ollie Skip. What did you make of both their performances, and what do you think it means for the season ahead for them after their performances today?
I want Jaffet Tanganga to be starting every single match. I want that man to be starting every single. He's better than Doherty and Aurier. What's the point? Just give him the starting 11 spot. With Skip, I think he played good, but obviously Tanganga was the better player. I think moving on, Skip and Højbjerg that midfield will be absolutely dominant. Teams will be scared to play against Tottenham Hotspur. But look, as you said, two academy players. The future is bright. The future is lily white, as you guys once said.
Well done, well done. We need some proper
Absolutely
songs for them, actually, for Skip and Tanganga.
We do. Look,
so, guys, start thinking about chants.
It's one game.
I don't care. We need some good chants.
I was singing today, Jaffet Tanganga, he's one of our own.
No, but we need. Come on, we're so uncreative with our chants.
I know.
Man. God's sake! So anyone that's to come on. We need to start thinking of some good Skips chants and some Tanganga chants, please. Yeah.
Come on, John. You're the one who was the chant.
No, I've got a good Bergwijn one.
Go on.
Well, you know, Gaza sung a song called "Fog on the Tyne." Fog on the Tyne is all mine, all mine.
Yeah.
Fog on the. Stevie Bergwijn, Stevie Bergwijn, and you can give it like.
That's going to catch it.
You can give it.
Going to get the whole stadium singing it, are we? Sure we will.
All right, who are we queuing up next? Cheers, Dan.
All right, Dan's still live. We're not queuing anyone.
Are we not? Oh, sorry, Dan.
Dan's
I thought we were doing one question.
No, it's here. We do. Yeah, we do have to move on. But Dan, lovely to speak to you, my friend. Always good to see you.
You'll always be the milky yid kid to me.
No need to chuck you off before you're actually off, but nice to see you. And great to see you. Looking forward to the season ahead. I'm sure we'll get you on a lot during the season. So looking forward to it, my friend.
Cheers, Dan.
Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs. Love it. Absolutely.
He's going to go onto his Juventus fan cam now, isn't he?
What have you done? Creating some villains. Jerome with the super chat says, we have to make sure we get rid of Kane ASAP. Just so disappointed he didn't even show up. But come on, you Spurs. So proud of the boys. I'm confused. Did Kane show up or not show up? Because I thought Dan Kilpatrick said that that Sky were reporting he did show up.
I think if he did show up, they would have focused on him in the crowd. In the footage.
Maybe he was hiding.
Yeah. Well, how can you hide?
Yeah, you put
put a mask on.
So he said Sky report at 3 hours ago. He said Sky reporting that Kane is at the stadium, but I haven't seen anything to the contrary. Maybe he wasn't there. I don't know. I don't know if anyone can clear that up if he was at the stadium or not.
I think he's still in Miami.
Still in Miami, probably.
Yeah, in the clubs.
Well, Nuno said he was working hard. This morning, so he doesn't know what he's doing for the rest of the day. He could do what he wants.
I think he's still in Miami. Right, who have we got next?
Let's we'll get Dylan on first. Let's get Dylan on.
Dylan the villain.
How you doing?
Hello.
Where are you calling from, Dylan?
I'm calling from America.
Oh no, where in America?
New York.
New York.
Where in New York?
Just New York.
Okay.
All right. The whole of New York.
Well, there are different places in New York, you know.
Brilliant.
Brooklyn, Manhattan, but okay, just New York.
He's just calling from New York. He doesn't want to reveal too much, John.
All right. Don't worry, we're not going to trace and track you. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, I don't want that.
Dylan, you watched the game today in a bar or something? You're watching it at home? Where were you watching it?
Just watch it at home with my dad, enjoying it.
Very
much enjoying it.
What are your thoughts on the game today? Tell me everything.
Amazing. It's just when I woke up, I was thinking, oh yeah, no, we're not going to win this. Realistically, we're never going to beat City. But then, just as the game went on, you just got a bit more hope, seeing that. For me, the thing I want to talk about is the movement between the front three. Son, Bergwijn, Mora, all of them. The way they were just playing was just so. It was just amazing to watch. The way we were attacking, everything like that, just so enjoyable to see.
Absolutely, yeah. I've been calling that for a long, long time, having a fluid front three. And actually, I would actually say that sometimes when you play Kane, you lose a lot of dynamism in the team. Because if he plays well, the team plays well. If he doesn't play well, then you lose a lot of that dynamism. But today, it allows for more of a team performance, doesn't it, Dylan?
I completely agree. And I saw this on Twitter. Someone was saying how with Bergwijn, Moore and Son, they're all very fast players. They all can dribble. They can interchange perfectly. And with Kane, yeah, he's one of the best players in the world. We can't say he isn't. But the way the three of them played today just shows me that it's not about that one man. It's not about Harry Kane. It's about the team, and we don't need Harry Kane. Like I don't want to just go, oh, Harry Kane, you can leave, because I love Harry Kane. We love him, love everything he's done. I want him at Tottenham, but we can play without him.
And today was proof of that, wasn't it?
This was similar to, I don't know if you remember, like the Everton FA Cup game. I think we played a 4-3-3, similar sort of setup. And the first half, we ripped Everton. Admittedly, we was a bit unlucky, but it was similar performance to today. And I think it shows that when Kane isn't playing, that we do have firepower, and it does look good. There's a new dimension to the way we play. So it looks good, doesn't it? There is hope after Kane, isn't there, Dylan?
Yeah, I'm buzzing. I thought everything was over after Kane said he wanted to leave, but my life's going well again.
So life's back on track again.
God, I don't want to see you after Wolves if we don't get a win. So do you reckon there's more to it? Maybe could we even thrive after Kane? Not just life after Kane.
I think we could, but I don't want to get ahead of myself and say that we don't need to sign anyone, because we definitely need to sign players. Obviously, defensively we looked solid today, but I do think we still need to get another centre back in. But attacking wise, we've always had the players. Like we've always had Son, Bergwijn, Moura. Last season we obviously had Bale. They all could get the goals. It's just that when Kane's playing, he's always the best player on the pitch. You don't notice it as much. And Bergwijn, although I swear he's just allergic to scoring goals, but if he can get some goals, then I don't see why that front three can go very far.
All right.
Yep. Brilliant. Yeah.
Nice one.
Thanks,
all right,
Dylan.
Thanks for coming on, mate. Good to see you, and
thanks
for calling in. Really appreciate you calling in. And first time caller?
Yep, first time caller.
Looking forward to seeing you much more this season, mate.
Yep, definitely be again.
Nice one. Cheers for coming on, mate. Thanks a lot. All right, so there's a few first-time callers today.
I know they're breaking their duck today, aren't they? They're feeling the confidence to.
Maybe they're feeling more at home. I'm loving it.
But we've got a few of the old school here, though, haven't we? Look at these.
The next guy definitely not a first-time caller. That's for sure. Let's get him on. He's in an Uber or something. He's in a. He's in
a limo.
Taxi. Maybe it's a fake.
Limo ride back for Daigle.
It might be a fake taxi after today's game. After celebrating, but anyway.
Taxi
Brian.
for Grealish.
That's definitely right. He's on his way to Grealish's house, probably picking him up. Brian, what a game today. Tell me about it.
Mate, what a game. I know you got Cody on next, and Cody paid my bar tab when I was meant to pay his. He's outdone me, so I'm happy with that. But, mate, like me and John said, Lucas Moura was phenomenal. Was outstanding. I mean, the whole team were outstanding. But Lucas Moura was sensational. But what a great team performance.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Well, sorry.
I'll tell you what, the Moura Sexual Fan Club is going to be absolutely pumping, isn't it, soon?
John, I think you and me are president of that.
Yeah, you are.
Let's get that movement going, because his work rate was phenomenal.
Phenomenal. The amount of times he pickpocketed them and just like set off a counter-attack was just unreal. Getting us out of cul-de-sacs and just springing on them was unbelievable. You know, wasn't it?
It was. I mean, I've got to say, Davinson Sanchez and Eric Dyer deserve a lot of credit as well today. They were outstanding, especially Davinson. But Japhet Tanganga, how anyone can even think of sending him out on loan is beyond me.
Especially after his last couple of performances. You called it about, I can't remember what it was, maybe a week ago, a few days ago. You said the fact that we're even thinking about sending Tanganga out alone is crazy. Yeah, I disagreed with you, but you know what? I got to hold my hands up and say today he proved me completely wrong. I didn't think he had this performance in him right back today, and I must say he was absolutely sensational.
Simeon, I have to tell you as well, I sent you a picture on WhatsApp as well. I mean, I was with Cody and Abdul having a great time. We went out at half-time, and a guy came up to me and goes, "Are you Brian and Cody?" And we're like, "Yeah." He goes, "I know you from WeAreTottenhamTV. I'm friends with Ben and Simeon. My name's Adam."
Yeah, Adam Kaplan. I know him. I saw that. No, we posted on Twitter. I couldn't believe
it. Cody's in London?
No, Adam Kaplan.
No, they're not. Cody's in London.
No, Adam Kaplan's in Toronto.
No, but hang on. He just said they saw Cody in the stadium, right?
No, not in the stadium. They saw him
at the pub we go to.
Yeah, Cody. I thought Cody's in Canada.
Yeah, they are. They're both in Canada.
Oh, you're in Canada now? Oh, sorry. I thought you were at the stadium today.
What's he doing out in Canada? What's Adam doing? What's Adam doing in Toronto? I didn't even know he was there.
Well, this is the thing. Apparently, he's got a missus here now, and he's wanted to come to Canada, and he applied for his 2-year visa. He was in America, and it got accepted, and he came over last week.
That's incredible. It's so funny. You just happened to bump into him, and that's so funny. So I thought all the people to bump into, and I saw that. I was like, you bumped into Adam Kaplan. That's incredible. I was with him in the Champions League final. We stayed in a thing together in Spain, a villa after the. After the final in Valencia, no, what was it? I can't remember where it was.
Madrid.
Yeah, Madrid. Yeah,
you know the song.
Huh?
You know the song.
What song?
Well, the Road to Madrid song.
Oh, I can't remember off the top of my head. Talk to me as well, not just about Tanganga, but another academy graduate today, Ollie Skip. How do you think he did today?
Oh, mate, do you know what? Again, obviously, the man Pierre-Emile Højbjerg is just a beast. But do you know what? How much more relaxed and settled did that midfield look with him in it? He literally was a boss. He is going to be such a big player for us in the future. And to come on in a big game like this, with all the media circus around it with the Kane nonsense, and to put in a performance like that was just outstanding. And look, 4 games we've played Man City at the new stadium, 4 wins, no goals conceded. It's just, mate, a great start. And Nuno to get a win against the filth and a win against the champions in your first 2 games, I don't think he could wish for anything better.
Yeah, absolutely. That's absolutely right. And he's looks like he's right at home here at Tottenham, doesn't he? Do you think under Nuno this season we could possibly be in for big things, or you think let's just temper expectations just yet?
I wouldn't say expect big things, but what I will say, like what John was saying with Kane not being in there, for once we were playing as a team, like we did under Poch. It weren't just one player; it was 11 players doing a job for everyone, and we just looked so more convincing. So more convincing. I was so impressed with the performance without Kane. It was a joy to watch. It's a great start, and this will send shockwaves down the Premier League, saying, "Look what they can do without Harry Kane." I think it's an outstanding start to the season.
Yeah, it really is. Couldn't be much better than that. A win, a clean sheet. The atmosphere was rocking, it seemed, as well, in the stadium with fans back. How much do you reckon make a big difference, in that kind of game, having the fans behind you and when especially when you're pressing and you're using all that energy, having that 12th man is just so crucial, isn't it?
Oh, it's got to prove it. And you look at it throughout the Premier League this season with the amount of home wins, it's without a doubt a huge impact. And for us to have a full stadium back after everything that's gone on with the manager fast, Harry Kane, who's coming in, it was just wonderful. It's why the Spurs fans are class. They were the 12th man. They did a fantastic job. And it's time for us to enjoy it and just shut every other football fan up for the weekend to say we've beaten the champions.
Okay. Brian. Always good to speak to you, and we have to get that Højbjerg chant going if he keeps on performances like he did today.
What's the Højbjerg chant?
Go on, Brian.
Go on quickly. Come on.
I did sing it in the Scotland Yard. It's basically to the tune of the Gomez song. It's Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, you are the love of my life, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. I'd let you shag my wife, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. Wish I was Danish too. I have to get that one going.
Yeah, I can see that working. I can see that working. All right. No, I can see that one catching on. Definitely. Yeah. You can shag my wife. I don't have a wife, but yeah. All right.
Always a pleasure, and as always, Levy out.
Yeah.
All right, Brian.
I agree.
ENIC
out as well.
Love it. Love it, Brian. Absolute class. Super chat here from Joseph Jimenez. He says, shout out to the Arizona Supporters Club. Felt real pride for the badge again. The boys made us proud today. Come on, you Spurs. Absolutely right. And Aravind, the analyst, where is that gone? Here it is. Says, no, that's not him. It says, Aravind, the analyst, says, first time after 5 years we played as a team. If we don't have a proper transfer budget, then we should sell Kane, revamp the squad, and we back Nuno. Absolutely right.
Yeah.
And then Alvin Block says, top stream as always, lads. Nice to see John Cooper back as well. The voice of reason. Missed him and those iconic.
I miss you too, baby. I miss you too.
You're going to go with Alvin Blocks. He misses you, John.
Oh, lovely.
Nice.
Lovely.
It's nice to have you back.
It's nice to be back.
The voice of reason, good. Apparently, John.
Yeah. Well, we've got the hot spot coming back, so make sure you're in for that.
Who have
we got on next?
Cody?
I know Cody's been in in the wings.
Has he just gone back? Is he just
Oh,
left?
Cody, you always leave at the wrong time.
Oh, he's
You
bottled
disconnect
it.
at the
He's
wrong time,
bottled.
doesn't he?
What a bottler.
Always,
No,
always
about to
that
come
boy.
on, I just saw him a minute
Oh,
ago.
but look who we got though.
Oh, even
LA.
better.
LA Ian.
Love it.
On a
What's
Sunday afternoon. I think that's the lyric as well.
Oh, man.
How you doing,
Fun
Ian?
Spurs.
Good
Oh
to
my
see you, my
gosh.
friends.
Great to see you.
Good to
What
see you, the
a
smile on your
perfect
face.
Start to the season. Oh my gosh.
Unbelievable
Yeah.
start, wasn't it? Tell us your thoughts. Go tell me through your emotions after that game.
Last night I was hanging out with Will Stewart and his channel. Now, I said last night I'm confident. I felt like, like I think you were asking someone earlier, did we catch them at a bad time? Well, I mean, if I'm going to play Man City, I kind of do want to play them in the first game. De Bruyne wasn't ready to go. They seemed they were passing around like they do, but they had a lack of finishing. So I thought we played them at a good time. I will say that. But we played fantastic. That midfield was so much more calm without like Winks always passing it backwards, and it was just more free flowing. Lucas Moura, Japhet Tanganga. I mean, I was just blown away. The last 10 minutes of that game, I don't remember seeing an effort like that in the last 10 minutes of the game for us in a while. I mean, everyone was going after everyone. They were
Hungry.
going for the tackles. They were hunting them down. A little bit of that. I think a little bit of that Jose mentality where foul him, just foul him, get him on the ground. I think that sort of creeped in a bit. And I was just blown away. I'm super happy for Son. What a goal! I mean, Man City fans must hate Sonny because he always scores on them. It's brilliant.
Yeah, he's the city killer. And do you think today Son maybe was showing that he can be that new talisman if Kane does leave? Do you think?
I mean, yes, he has the ability to be Harry Kane, so called. But I do want to make something clear, in my opinion, to a lot of fans. I do think we're a better team with Harry Kane in it. I do. I do kind of believe. Let's theoretically, hypothetically say, if Kane was playing today, I think we would have won. We just would have won a different way. I do believe that. But yes, if Kane eventually goes, we get a good chunk of change. I think Sonny can step up in many ways.
What do you think today was the big difference in terms of team performance? That first game in the new season under Nuno, and you got to see what to expect. You're not quite sure how we're going to play under Nuno's rumor. People saying he's similar to Jose. Other people saying, he just does the best of what he has and he changes his style differently. Mm-hmm. Like what? How do you sum up today's performance?
Calmness. We remained calm when they were pushing at the end there. We put in the work that we needed to. I think a lot of those guys, we have to give it to Dyer and Sanchez today. As much as we get on them for making mistakes, because they do, we probably will see some more this season. They played a fantastic game today. I think weirdly those two communicate well. Tanganga just did his part, and then Reguilon. I mean, out of everyone in the back, I think Reguilon was the worst, but he was still great. I mean, he was. I thought the back line was great, and Højbjerg commanding where people should go here, go there. Skip having that sort of. Skip is just a way better Harry Winks. He's got that distribution. He's very calm. I think we just handled Man City the way. Oh, by the way, that comment you started the show with, where City, or it's like, every time we come to Spurs, we have possession. It's the same thing. It's almost like we know what you're gonna do, and we have a game plan against you. Isn't that kind of weird, Pep? Isn't that weird? Every single time, it's almost like, wow, how's this happen to us? I thought that was a stupid comment by him. I mean, we're gonna catch you on the break. We're not gonna try and be a better Man City. We're going to be Spurs. We're going to catch you on the break. That's our game plan against you. That was stupid of him to say that.
Yeah. I think you got a good point there.
Fraudiola.
Yeah,
You think so? You think Fraudiola?
Could he do it with no budget with a team like West Brom? I don't think he could. I don't think he could.
Could anyone?
Yeah,
Nuno can.
Yeah. Nuno. No, I think like certain managers could manage a team like West Brom and bring them up to like mid-table or something like that. But I don't think a Pep could.
He couldn't win a league at West Brom, but maybe he could do that. Could he take them to mid-table? Never know.
No, not with
You'd
no
get the-
budget.
what,
Not
you'd
with not on a shoestring. I don't think. No.
I think you can still make players better.
Anyway, well, that's for the
Anyway.
hot spa.
That's for a future video,
Yeah.
I think.
Nice
but
one.
Has your expectations at all for the season changed after that game, or is it still too early to change?
No. I mean, I have us finishing 6th place. I do. I have Leicester finishing above us, in the 5th spot. You know what? It could change. I mean, if Dyer and Sanchez keep playing like this in the back, and we just don't concede, I mean, I don't see why not. And we do something this season. I really believe, as much I've never seen Spurs lift a trophy, as much as I love Spurs to see win a trophy. I do think priority number 1 should be Champions League. The reason why I say that is because all these transfer rumors and comments from players and their agents or whatever is they are declining us. Not because they don't want to play here, it's because we are not in Champions League. So if we can get back in Champions League, and those players can come to us now, knowing that they'll play Champions League football, I think the squad can get very good. Especially, I believe in Paratici. I believe in all his. I mean, what the parameters of the club is what's stopping him with Levy and not being in Champions League is what's kind of holding him back with getting a lot of these transfers through. But not overall. I think we'll still finish somewhere between 5th, 6th. Hopefully, we creep up in the Champions League. We can definitely do it. It's possible.
Oh wow, confident there. Maybe a bit of a change of expectations. But Ian, always good to speak to you, especially after a win. Love it. Go on.
One more thing.
Go for it.
Is when Ariane was first, we go to the same bar. We go to the LA Spurs bar.
Mm-hmm.
It is the Greyhound Bar and Grill in the Highland Park in LA, in the
Nice.
LA area.
Greyhound Bar and Grill. All right.
Greyhound Bar and Grill.
If any of you are in LA, go check it out for every Spurs game. Every Spurs game.
Come. You have to be vaccinated though. We have a mandate. You have to show proof of vaccination.
God.
Every Spurs game, even may I say, even Conference League. Should I even say that?
Oh man, I don't know if we'll even show Conference League.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I knew it.
I'll stick with North London. I'll stick with my Weatherspoons.
Yeah, we'll win the Conference League. They won't even know in LA that we've won it.
Yeah,
that's what's going to happen.
Missed the only trophy that you could have watched. All right,
love it, Ian.
All right, Alien.
Good to see you, my friend.
All right, come on, you Spurs, and Tottenham till I die.
Come on, you Spurs.
LA.
Love it. Someone in the comments, I can't get, where was it? Someone in the comments said, was it a super chat? I can't read it. So mentioning Reguilon. I think it was a super chat. I can't quite see it now. Said, I can't believe no one is mentioning Reguilon. He absolutely pocketed Mahrez, and I think Mahrez is going to have nightmares after today's game. Do you think he's going under the radar, his performance today, Reguilon?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it was just such a good team performance that everyone looked good in that team, you know? I think the better the team does, the better the individuals look, I think.
That's true. You got.
So I think it's more, I would say it's more a case of that, yeah.
Just to let you know, guys, the press conference for Nuno Espirito Santo's first victory against Man City is now live on the channel. If you go onto our channel, the video is now live, so you can watch the full press conference unedited on the We Are Tottenham TV channel. We have access to all Premier League and European press conferences for this season, so go make use of it. Go for it. Go check it out. Yeah, I know what John's going to do.
That's the first thing I'm going to do when I get off here.
Just jump onto the presser.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can't watch anyone bat away questions like Nuno. He does it the best. Who are we getting on next? Joe? No, we're getting the Irish Hotspur on. No, is he gone off again? Why does everyone?
Timing. Why'd you leave the?
Why is everyone just coming off as soon as we
before we're
want
about
you
to invite you on?
They're just a
Please,
bunch
guys.
of Spursy bottlers, aren't they?
Absolute bottle jobs.
All right, I'm not the Irish Hotspur then.
Cody, let's get Cody on. Come on.
I want to speak to Cody.
Yeah, it's about time, isn't it?
Yeah, it is about time. Is he gone again?
We're going to get Cody on. It's time for a bit of Cody Mack.
For God's sake.
In the house.
Stop hiding, Cody. Stop hiding.
There he is. Wow,
there
and the beard is, that's proper beard game. Serious beard game going on there.
The beard game is strong now.
Beard game's
Cody.
strong. Beard game's very, very strong.
I'm liking it. Oh, you're not
How
liking
are we doing,
it.
Cody?
Now you are.
Now there he is.
Cody, lovely to see you.
Cody the GOAT. Come on, Cody. Give it to us.
Give us a lowdown today. Give us a lowdown today,
man.
Cody. I want to hear your breakdown of the situation. Tell me.
Well, for me personally, this has been one of the greatest days to be a Tottenham supporter, just because, being able to go down to Toronto and meet up with actual Spurs fans. I know that sounds kind of pathetic, but I've never actually met a Spurs fan in the flesh. So to be able to watch,
wow,
for me to be able to watch us beat Man City on the opening day of the season with everything that's going on, and for the first ever Tottenham supporter I meet to be Brian Daigle, it's just been an absolutely fantastic day. I think the only thing that could top this is winning a trophy or me attending a game in person in the UK. But what an awesome game. I mean, for me, there's a few things that stood out. One was the absolute strength of our weakest link. You know, when you think about the individual performances, even the players that didn't maybe stand out were solid in ways that were tangible. You know, like I thought Dele Alli was excellent on the defensive end of the ball, and Bergwijn had his moments. It was just an excellent team effort, and for me, it's the first time I can remember us, crossing the 70-minute threshold and playing without fear going forward for the rest of the game. So it was absolutely fantastic. Nice to put a big fat 0 on the board defensively as well. Clean sheet. It's just been it's an unbelievable day. But let's maybe walk back some of the whole we don't need Harry Kane talk. Let's not get carried away.
Yeah, you think that's a bit premature even after such a encouraging performance?
I think maybe I still think he's most likely going to be sold. I mean, I heard from someone that there wasn't even any Harry Kane merchandise for sale in the shop today. So all signs are kind of pointing to his departure. But Harry Kane is still one of the best footballers in the world, and until the day that he is sold, I will maintain that he makes our team better, and he will do nothing but help us in our quest to win trophies and win football matches. But it's nice to see that we were able to do it without him today. That's for sure. Hopefully, Harry Kane and Tanguy and Ndombele are sitting back today, having not been included in the squad, and looking at what's going on and saying that's something that they want to be a part of. Hopefully that's a positive effect.
I agree with you. And tell me about some of the people who were obviously involved today in terms of academy graduates who maybe are expecting big things from this season or expecting big seasons in Tanganga and Skip, both playing starring roles, you could say, in a victory against Man City. What do you think it means for them, having played so well in this game, and maybe for the future, for the season ahead, individually? What do you think it means for them?
Well, I thought it was a huge vote of confidence for them to both be included in the starting 11. There's been rumors swirling about a possible loan move for both players, and I mean we've seen enough in preseason to know that the quality that they can bring, and you kind of look at these players as maybe being one step away from being proper role players in a starting 11. But for me, it was really encouraging the way that they played. I didn't think that they looked out of place at all. Jaffet, right from the opening whistle, set a very physical tone. He was giving away a few fouls and kind of drawing a line in the sand physically, saying, I'm not going to be just taken advantage of. You want to target me as a weak link, that's fine, but I'm going to get in your face, and I'm not afraid to take a foul. And I was surprised that he didn't end up on a yellow card early on in the game, because it seemed like he was giving away a foul every 3 or 4 minutes at first. But the whole team just emanated a different attitude. There was a certain nasty factor. When Lucas got his yellow card, just shithousing and keeping the ball away from the Man City players and everything, I was absolutely loving every minute of it. There was a certain aura of confidence being emanated from the team as a unit that we might not have been accustomed to, especially coming into the final stages of the match. I felt like this time, this win against Man City, it felt a lot more comfortable than the 2-0 win last season, and I just didn't feel like I needed to go and hide under a desk as a supporter going into the last 15 minutes. We kept pushing forward, and we didn't look shaky at the back. Maybe there's something to do with the fitness aspect with that. We've all been kind of critical with the team fitness on the whole, but it was just so such an encouraging result to see this finish strong, and you have to think that 60,000 screaming Tottenham fans all had something to do with that as well. So beautiful to see the fans back in the grounds all weekend, really.
It looks amazing, didn't
Definitely.
it? With all the
Yeah, I
flags and
completely
stuff.
agree with that. I think the fans have added that extra element to football that's just been so sorely missing over the past 2 years or so, or 18 months. That extra energy, I think, that you just get from feeding off the fans.
the lift,
Exactly. I think that's definitely, Cody's completely right. I think in the latter stages of the game, when maybe you're waning a bit or whatnot,
to give them the lift.
they really help you through, the fans, in that sense. And I think we saw that today as another example of that.
Yeah, because it looked as though Man City's heads dropped a little bit in the last 10 minutes.
Definitely.
That's what I noticed.
Cody,
And,
as a guy who is still very much wanting Kane to stay, or says Kane is we're definitely better off with Harry Kane. What are your thoughts on the fans chanting, "Are you watching Harry Kane today?" at 1-0? Was that a bit of banter, or do you think it's a bit mean-spirited?
No, I don't think it's mean-spirited. You know, like there's no way for you to create this kind of media storm and kind of stab out at Daniel Levy as a player without also appearing to be disrespectful of the badge and in turn the fans. So the fans are well within their right to be chanting in that manner. And yeah, I mean, let's face it, you know, pardon my French, but Harry Kane's fucked up. You know, like him and Charlie Kane and his whole team, they've completely misplayed their cards. And if he does end up staying, there are reparations to be made, and whether that's through hard work and product on the pitch, or whether it's something that he can say in the form of an interview, he has amends to make, and the fans are not going to just brush that aside, you know. So he's got to take his medicine at this point, and if he has to come back with his tail between his legs and prove himself once again, despite being the world-class player that he is, then that's just the reality that he's going to have to deal with. And I don't think the fans are out of line chanting in that manner. Not me personally, anyway.
All right. That's what Cody's opinion is. Lovely to get you on as always, Cody.
Cheers,
always
Cody.
good to see you. Always enjoy having you on, and I look forward to seeing you throughout the season.
Let's give him more Spurs fans in the flesh. Come on, let's take him to a
come
game.
on.
Let's bring him to a game.
You have to come over, Cody. When are we going to see you here?
I will, absolutely. It was nice to meet your mate Adam there.
Oh yeah,
totally.
You also met Adam. It's so funny that you met Adam Kaplan. It's so random, but I love it. I love it.
He says his seats are close to yours in the stadium.
They are.
Season
They
tickets,
are.
So it's just small world. And yeah, I mean, hey, it's first week of the season. Let's get carried away, right?
Exactly. Come on, we're going to win the league.
We're gonna win the league.
Deluded Spurs fans.
That's
Here
what
we
it's
go.
all about. That's
Yeah,
what it's all
I know.
about, being a Spurs
gotta
fan.
be.
Hey,
You
by the
gotta be.
way, just before I go, can you guys? I have a question for you. Where are Arsenal in the league? Where are Arsenal? Where are Arsenal? Where are Arsenal in the league?
Nowhere to be seen.
Glory.
There's someone in this room that's
Glory,
not going to like
glory.
that very much.
Love that. Love it, Cody. Just
Nice
coming
one,
on, my friend.
Cody.
Take care, guys.
Oh, you know, there's always a rule in I think in show business. Never piss someone off who you're relying on. I think.
Why? Who yeah, exactly. We got someone in the room that.
Just saying. Shall we look at some fan reactions on? We got some fan. Huh?
There's a
No,
super
Let
chat by
me read
Brian.
that. Brian Daigle. He says, we need to have We Are Tottenham TV make the trip over the pond to join us for a match.
All right.
Would be amazing to see you all over here.
Fly us in.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Fly us in.
Fly us in, Brian.
I'd love to go. I'd love to go to Toronto. It'd be nice. Maybe when
Yeah.
it's not in the winter, when it's too cold, I might freeze. I really don't like the cold. I'm very bad with the cold. I'm not in the best country for that. But
Canada's not. To be fair, Canada and
is-
Justin Trudeau's not where I want to be
that's
right
just-
now.
Oh, is that really?
Yeah.
Well, we'll keep that to another.
Yeah,
another
that's a hot
conversation.
spa.
I don't think so. Are we able to look at some fan reactions from the stadium? One sec. Yeah. Should we react to some people reacting straight after the game? Let's see what they got to say. Okay.
What's happening? 1-0. What a sick match that is. Jeez. I tell you what, I can't believe it, you know. I will be honest, I did say the first half it was okay, but the final third was shocking. You could tell the final third was still awful, but we was doing a lot better then. It's just, and then you can see the City fans. They're all escaping through the fire drill. So come on, you Spurs, baby. So up the Spurs, baby. Let's go.
City fans escaping through the fire drone. Love that. Fire drill.
By the way, just a couple of super chats here. We lost to Everton last season and beat City now. Not sure what that's referring to.
We lost to Everton last season. What?
I think it was maybe because I said, we've played a similar way of, way of playing.
Right, got you. Yeah,
I think that's in. And another one he said is a way better start than last season. Feels great. It does feel good.
Brad Matthews is he's a consistent caller. So
we saw him last time, didn't we?
We did.
What a performance! What an absolute brilliant performance! I can't pick a best player. I can't pick a worst player. They were all superb. This is what we need this season. This is what we need. I didn't see much of Dele in the first half, but he was on the other side of the pitch where I looked. But in the second half, he was getting in there. They all were getting in there. And I was celebrating a tackle by Skip, absolutely amazing tackle by Skip, and one by Sanchez in the last few minutes. I was celebrating like it was a goal. It was absolutely amazing. The crowd as unison singing, "Are you watching Harry Kane?" and "Yeah, Kane, we're one of our own." Certainly sent a message. But I thought today's performance, the effort they put in, the desire they put in, was absolutely brilliant, and I'm absolutely buzzing. They've got to do it every match, mind you. They've got to brace their game for teams like whoever that team is we're playing in the conference. But no, absolutely brilliant. So Brad Matthews from Tottenham Stadium.
Love that.
Reporting
from the Tottenham Stadium, Brad Matthews. Love it. Absolutely love that.
He's got the professional sign-off.
Yeah, brilliant.
Love that.
Oh, Alex Samuels. Oh, let's see what Alex Samuels has got to say as well.
By the way, Hidde van den Broek, welcome to Silver.
Oh, welcome to Silver, Hidde. Thank you. All right, and let's get Alex Samuels and we get more callers on after.
Just come out of the stadium. South stand. What a game. I think the majority of the players were, brilliant. Tanganga, the young ones especially, were phenomenal. Tanganga and Skip. Tanganga at right back. He had Grealish and Sterling. Not an easy job for any right back in the world, to be honest. And yet, he passed the test of flying colours, only giving away a few fouls, which is perfectly acceptable. It was. I think we were brilliant, to be honest. Handled the game very well, great game management. You could see it meant a lot to the players. At times last season, there'd be games like this. We'd give away that goal at the end, and it would end 1-1 or 2-1, whatever. But no, not this season. Not this season in the first game, at least. Players like Skip, I thought, were amazing in midfield. They were simply brilliant. Dele Alli, I think, was okay. I think his decision making can be a bit slow sometimes. He can just be very slow on the ball, which is a bit concerning. But it is first game of the season. He hasn't played a lot of football the past 12 months, 18 months even. So there's that. Son, I think was really good. Bergwijn should have got a goal. His finishing ability can be a bit of a concern at times. I think that's something we need to monitor over the season, because if it continues, it is going to be something which is going to end up, really marring him as a player. Apart from that, I think a special shout out actually to Dyer and Sanchez, because they were really good actually today, really good. I was very, very impressed with them. They put in a very good defensive play against a City team which have a phenomenal attacking talent. So, and yes, well, I think the caveat needs to be given, this isn't City's best team, this isn't their first team. It's good enough though. It's a £550 million worth of talent, 350 million on the bench. It was 900 billion. I think that's good enough, But we did it. I think Nuno's reign's off to a great start. Let's see how it goes. I think the team still needs improvement in various ways. I hope we'll get that over this transfer window. Anyway, Comedy Spurs, on to the next game.
That's good.
I love it. And what do you make? He said Dele Alli's decision making could be found wanting at times, like today. What would you say about that?
I know what he's saying. He's not quick. He's not quick mentally, and he doesn't translate it quick enough into his first movement. Sometimes But I actually thought second half he was really good. I saw so much aggression from Dele Alli second half, so many tackles, really trying to like get stuck in. Yeah, I think we're seeing a new Dele Alli now, who's kind of really he knows he has to reinvent himself because the old playboy Dele Alli is no longer needed. So it's like a whole new brand of Dele Alli, isn't it?
Yeah,
so,
I know. Yeah, I know. I think he has to if he wants to get into this Nuno team.
Yeah.
I think he has to change the way he's playing because the past 3 years are not going to get him anywhere near his side.
I mean, I did say I thought he will have a better season this season. I still think at the end of the season there'll be a lot of fans that say he's still not quite good enough, but I do think you're going to see a much better Dele Alli than we did last season.
Okay,
yeah.
Let's get. Well,
here we go.
We had a pre-match pump up.
Right.
Now do we have a post-match cool down?
Come on, then. Right.
Or a post-match pump up?
Right, yeah, go on. Because I've got something for him. I've got something for him.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
I've got something for him. I've got something for him.
Are you? Wait. Are you part of the Harris Army?
I'm part of the Flat Cap Army now.
Oh, he's part of the Harris Army. We're all part of the Harris Army. I should have got a flat cap.
We have to get.
Sign me up.
I have to get myself. You send me a flat cap, David. I'll wear that shit. I'll wear that shit out.
Yeah.
I'm not
You're
gonna
gonna buy
lie,
your own, son.
I'll have to ask John where he got his. It's better than mine, better quality. I can already tell. You know, I'm the man with the flat cap.
Only the best, mate. Only the best for you.
Mine was made in China. Yours was definitely handmade, my man. Good flat cap. No, look, I just want to say, look, with the City game today, lads. I'll be honest with you. There was no shocks over the weekend. There's always one shock over the weekend of Premier League action, and I just had a feeling it was going to be us today. You know, look, it's only Man City. I expect to beat teams like City anyway. We're Tottenham Hotspur, baby, and we're back.
Brilliant. I love how you made it clear there were definitely no shocks over the weekend, especially Friday night. There were no shocks whatsoever.
Yeah, no, there wasn't
a shock.
No.
It was not a shock.
I know he's sitting there. I know the Arsenal fan sitting there. I hope he can hear me. But look, we all expected Arsenal to lose to Brentford. Let's be honest. You know what I mean? I'll be honest though, AFTV was a bit of a letdown. I was expecting more of a meltdown, bit of a letdown. But look, we expected them to lose. I'm delighted, and it's made my day even better today. You know, getting the win over Fraudiola and his ball bandits. I said in the pre-match pump up when the lineup came out, lads. If anyone was listening carefully, as soon as I seen Mendy and Ake left side of centre back and Mendy left back, I knew that's exactly where we had to target. That's where we got the goal from. You know, honestly, Nuno needs to hire me. I predict these things.
We should get you on the coaching staff. Tell me about you know, when you looked at the lineup. First of all, what were your original thoughts, and then did you think they could possibly put in a performance like that?
I'll be honest with you, I done a predicted lineup last night. For obvious reasons, I can't really remember who I put in it, but I'm pretty sure I got it spot on. I think I did get it spot on. I think I called it from 1 to 11. So it was much of what I expected. And I have to say that the call for Nuno to leave Harry Kane completely out of the squad today was absolutely genius. It didn't overshadow the occasion whatsoever. It took all the heat off it, you know, because Sky Sports cameras would have been pandering to him. Instead, they only had Daniel Levy to pander to. I was actually having a giggle on the watch along I was doing because every time I seen them pandering to Daniel Levy, all I could think was Brian Daigle smashing his TV and just shouting at the missus to bring in a new one. You know, you can imagine him going through about four TVs a game.
Brilliant. Let me ask you about the academy boys, Skip and Tanganga. Like, how good were they for you today? And do you think they've got a big role to play this season?
Yeah, Jaffet Manhandler, he was absolutely brilliant. Look, he put Jack Grealish in his pocket. £100 million boy, absolutely in his pocket. Sterling, I've said it before, I'll say it again. This guy is one of the most overrated players in the Premier League. Again, Jaffet.
Play with the Euros, though.
Yeah, but look, it's all right to turn up for 2 games over the course of 8 years he's been playing for England. Let's be honest. You know, and the thing is, Jaffet Tanganga had him in his pocket. He ripped Arsenal apart last week. He manhandled the fullback, manhandled Xhaka. This guy is manhandling elite. Well, not elite, you know, not Arsenal, but maybe City. Elite Premier League players, you know, seasoned pros. This guy's just manhandling and eating them up. But not only that, going forward, he was impressive today as well. Having the confidence to go forward and breaking up. I absolutely loved it. Skip. Look, I was on this fan show last season, even before January. I wanted us to call Skip back in January because, you know, with Højbjerg last season, we were very unbalanced. What Skip has done is come in and provided balance in the team. But it's also allowed Højbjerg to push further forward. Today, he was everywhere. You know, he was turning ball higher up the pitch. He was included in some of our breakaways, and he's allowed Højbjerg to get forward as well, which means if we do lose the ball, we can also press higher. So I have to say, Skip has come in and provided great balance. Tanganga has come in and provided great balance in beside. And I want to speak on 3 players here, and I have heavily criticised them, and rightly so in my opinion. But Davinson Sanchez today, absolutely amazing. Eric Dyer, amazing, kept a clean sheet. Anything that came in, they've done their best to get rid of. Okay, there was 1 or 2 hairy moments, but compared to what we see last season, you know, fair play to them. Absolute great performance. And another one is Dele Alli. To be fair, look, with Dele Alli, the Dele Alli fanboys, they need to realise that, you know, it's the days of fitting your system to fit Dele Alli in are gone. It's up to Dele Alli to fit into a Nuno team. And one thing I want to praise him today that I actually never thought I'd see from Dele Alli was his work rate, his tracking back, his off the ball stuff. And I thought he'd done that brilliantly today. But and I want to say to you, John, I'm definitely a part of the Mora fan club now, I have to say. But one thing I will say to you is you can credit Jose Mourinho for that. As much as shit as he was at Tottenham, you have to say he basically gave Lucas Moore's Tottenham career a new lease of life, playing him in the number 10, and that confidence has flowed.
Yeah, he didn't play him. He didn't play him for the first 3 quarters of the season.
Yeah, but when he did play him, he's put him in as a number 10, and
but he should have played him. He should have played him earlier, because we know how good he is, and we know how good he is in that number 10 position. But he didn't play him. He was playing Bergwijn.
Yeah, well, look, that's a debate for another day, but you have to give the man credit for that. But look, Lucas was absolutely brilliant today. Honestly,
brilliant.
He made some of them City players look like League 2 players. When he gets the ball, he does what he's best at, which is getting the ball and driving at players, beating 1 or 2 players, breaking the lines, and an open up tease for Tottenham going forward. And he was absolutely brilliant at that today. But my man, the match though, lads, I have to say, is Japhet Tanganga. I thought he was absolutely immense today, the kid. Brilliant.
Yeah.
And I just want to say it's important that we keep Tottenham players that have come through the academy that are willing to fight for their place and everything, always in Tottenham squads, just 1 or 2 from here on until I die. I always want to see Tottenham players in and around the squad, a couple, because what it does do, it sets the precedent, it sets the standards required, it sets, you know, the standards on the pitch as well. These guys, even though some of them may not be technically as good as some of the foreign guys that we bring in and stuff like that, but one thing they do is set the work rate that's required to be a Tottenham Hotspur player and wear this pressed on your chest.
Yeah.
All right,
well said, mate.
David,
well said.
Absolutely brilliant. The pre-match pump up got everyone pumped up, and maybe the Tottenham team were wanting the pump up, and that's why they were so pumped for the game. I think
exactly. Maybe that's why we won, because of you, mate.
I think David had a part to play.
It's the look of the Irish. Look, you know, I brought the pre-match pump up, brought the post-match warm down. You know, I mean, I'm back again. I'm going to be everywhere. I want to say, look, massive thank you to you guys for the opportunity for the pre-match pump up again this season. Massive thank you to the backroom team for committing to it for the season as well, even though he's a gooner. And a massive thank you to everyone who tuned in today, and hopefully you tune in for the rest of the season. Like, the show is about getting you guys on, the guys that aren't lucky enough to be in and around the ground and around the action, to come on and have your say and make you feel like you are a part of it. So make sure you do get on the pre-match pump-ups with me throughout the season. And I want to say as well quickly, I don't usually do this too often, but it's cheeky of me, but I may as well. I'll get away with it. Is basically, look, I'm 1,150 people of 4,000 subscribers, and if anyone has the power, it's the WeAreTottenhamTV army. So if you could, even if you feel sorry for me, I couldn't give a shit, I'll take it. Get over and subscribe onto the Irish Hotspur, and let's hit 4K on this momentous occasion, because at the end of the day, I predicted we were going to win and where the goal was going to come from. So why wouldn't you want to subscribe?
Well, David, there's
Nice
1,600 people watching, so 150 of you surely have got to go to the Irish Hotspur and subscribe. Come on, guys. Everyone, all of you should go over. All 1,600
Let's just
of
leave
you.
the channel, just all like migrate.
Okay,
over,
don't all leave at once. Maybe once the stream is finished,
No, I'm
maybe
joking.
go over.
They won't
I'm
like
sure
me
they can
saying that.
multitask. It's 2021. You can multitask.
Open a
in
new
2020.
tab.
Open a new tab. What tab's for?
Yeah.
If not to,
Yeah,
not to subscribe to other channels while you're watching the other one.
Yeah.
Just quickly, just to mention, I want to say how great it was to see the fans back in the stadium.
Yeah,
full
it was
as
good.
well. Absolutely great, and to see the smiles back on everyone's faces around here again. We're back, baby. And look, I'm going to leave on this. Why can't we win the league?
Oh God!
Oh no, no,
Oh
no,
dear,
no,
David.
no, no, David!
Oh,
you just
God. Oh, there
you're
we
doing
go.
so well.
You were doing
so well.
And now we're going to win the league. Love it.
Goodness me.
There ain't a Harris interview if there ain't a bit of delusion
Talk
in there
about
somewhere.
fickle. We are fickle fan base,
That's
aren't we?
what we like.
Really are. But we
Well,
love it.
One
We love
today
it.
we'll
Cheers.
win the league.
Cheers for that.
We'll draw against Wolves and then we won't even get Conference League.
Yeah, then we'll be getting relegated, no doubt.
Nice one, David. Always good to
Cheers,
see you, my
matey.
friend. Good to speak to you.
Yeah,
And subscribe to the Irish Hotspur. Come on, people.
Come on,
And
you
subscribe
What
to
are
this
you doing?
channel.
Come on, you Spurs.
Um,
Super chat here from
yeah.
THFC Kev says the best thing Mourinho left in his time was the mindset not to be nice guys but to be intelligent runts.
Well, yeah.
I like the misspelling of not stupid ones, and that showed today. Come on, you Spurs. Do you think maybe that nastiness?
No, I don't think that played a part to that. I just think we were just way more aggressive. It was like the Spurs, the White Hart Lane Spurs we saw today, like hunting in packs, like closing the ball down really fast. Fit, hungry, quick, nicking the ball off players, springing on the opposition quickly. That's what I saw today. I don't think there was any. We've lost Lamella, for goodness' sake.
True. How much nastiness can there be without
That's the pure
Lamella?
shithousery right there. But I've got to say, I'll take umbrage with the fact that Mourinho made Lucas. I don't buy that one bit. Lucas made Lucas, mate. He's always been that player. He's just like how you use him, how you play him.
Correct.
I don't think he's peaked and he's dropped. I think he's always been that same level. I just think that we've underutilized him personally. Right, I can take this off now. That was to you, David.
Can we show this video before we get Bob Spur on? We'll get him on in a sec. But can we show this video on Twitter? This is posted by No, I think it should be. I think it should be okay. This is from Holly Agomba. She said, "This is my director of football. This is Paratici during the game."
Oh, is that him? Wow, he's really getting
involved, isn't he? I absolutely love that. Him and Hitchin. Getting all passionate. Look at that.
Loving that passion.
I love it.
God,
This is
he's not just a backseat driver, is he?
No, definitely not. He likes you on the front line. He's probably on the phone
Love
to
to see
someone
that.
while he's doing this as well. This is brilliant stuff.
This is good.
I absolutely love it,
Yeah, this is really good to see.
Content you love to see.
Yeah.
Look at that from Paratici during the game. Keep it up, Fabio. And hopefully we'll get more results like that during the season. Seems to be fully invested, fully COYS now. Absolutely love it. It's on Twitter now. We've retweeted it, so go check it out if you want.
Can I just quickly, this is also inspired by Wolf Mauler.
Okay.
But I would like to say, I want everyone to do this now. I want you to go up to the mirror. I want to look in the mirror, give yourself a big slap in the face and say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Lucas Moura, for underappreciating you, for underrating you, for not playing you in the Champions League final. I'm really sorry, Lucas Moura. Sorry for those moments, those twinkle toe moments that never get appreciated, the little turns out of cul-de-sacs that never get appreciated, and just, sorry. From your heart, I want you to say that. There you go.
Me?
And you.
Is it me personally?
I'm sorry. I want you to say, and I'm sorry for saying we should have sold him last season, Sim.
Look, I know what Lucas Moura is capable of. Today didn't shock me. Nothing about today shocked me from Lucas Moura. He's more
I
than
want you to
capable.
do it. I want you to go up to the mirror.
It's over a season. Yeah, he can do that at night. He can drivel past 3 players in his sleep, Lucas Moura. We know that. It's what comes after that.
What about when he set up Son last week against Arsenal? Beautiful ball.
When he set up Son last week.
He world class. He beat the
and got the cross in.
Got the cross in.
Yeah,
and
he
Son
can
missed
do
it.
No, that's my point.
That
what he did today, he can do consistently.
Yeah.
That final ball, what he did against Arsenal, he does it 1 in 10. That's the thing. I love Lucas. I think,
no, you don't. You
yes,
don't love
do.
him like I love him.
Maybe not, but
I don't
many
think you're
people
more
do.
sexual yet.
Huh?
I don't think you're more.
I love Lucas Moura. I love what he can do, but I also see his flaws, and I think his flaws, unfortunately, is what stops him from being
you dwell
a
on his
world-class player.
flaws. I think you dwell on them.
Because
most underrated player.
No,
most
they can
underrated
overshadow his
player
performance.
at the club.
Unfortunately, his flaws can overshadow what he's good at.
This is going to be a hot spar. This is going to be our hot spar, isn't it?
It will be. Let's get the one and only Bob Spur TV
Here he is.
on the channel.
You know what Bob's going to say. I know, Bob. I know what you're going to say, mate. You're going to back me, aren't you, brother?
Of course he is.
Mate, I've been a Moura-sexual since last October. In fact, me and a certain Mr. Harris had a fallout over it.
Yes.
He wasn't too sure, and I loved him. I think the Everton game, when Mourinho put him in the middle, and Mourinho takes no credit whatsoever.
Exactly. What's this got to do with Mourinho?
I feel like this is Luca Morosexuals Anonymous or something. This channel.
It's not anonymous anymore. We're out there.
No, we're out the closet. Well out the closet now, aren't we?
All right, you have to start the stream. You have to say I'm Bob Spur and I'm a morosexual.
Yeah. Sit in a little circle.
Brilliant, Bob. Tell me about today, man. Tell me about it.
I'm going to focus on the Man City fans who make me sick at this time of moment. I hate Man City fans more than Arsenal fans. The delusional, the self entitlement that they think they have to come into my club and say, yeah, we'll have that one, please. No, mate, piss off. You don't. There were fans on YouTube saying, well, we're doing you a favour by taking Kane off you this year for 100 million because it's not going to be worth that next year. So, and they had the most expensive starting lineup in the history of the Premier League today. It was the first, just shows you can buy players, but you can't buy class. It was the easiest win over Man City. First 15 minutes out of the way. It was a bit like the Arsenal game, and Arsenal, we know where they are. I never thought they were going to score today. We look comfortable.
Yeah,
big
I
up
agree.
Dyer, big up Sanchez, big up Reguilon and Tanganga. Mate, Galatasaray, see ya. No chance.
Absolutely,
no chance.
yeah.
No
What were we even thinking, considering putting him on loan?
After looking that, I know looks crazy that we even considered putting him on loan. But what about? Tell me about another player we considered putting out on loan. Is Ollie Skip? He had a start today as well. And what did you make out of him today?
Bit of a iffy start, wasn't it? He could have given away a penalty. He was so close to giving away a penalty, and had a couple of fouls, lost possession a couple of times. But he grew into the game. I think Højbjerg spoke to him throughout the game. You could see Højbjerg. Even at corners, when Romero came on, he was telling him what to do and calming everyone down. And I think you can't have a better player to play alongside you than Højbjerg, because he'll learn a lot from him. But I think it was great trust from Nuno's side as well to put a young player like that in there and say, mate, you're starting. I believe in you. You're starting against the champions. And he didn't look out of place. As the game went on, he grew and he was spraying those balls, winning tackles. But yeah, if he start, but I think that's kind of expected as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And looking how about Nuno, what's your thought about how the team played in general and the structure of the team, how we set up and how we played against a side as good as Man City, and how different that was to how we would have approached this game a year ago?
Yeah, I mean, we played to our strength. We've got a strong right back. Put him on the right up against two of the best left-sided midfielders, although Sterling is a bit overrated. And he held his own. And the high press, whenever we've had success against Man City, be it the quarterfinals in Champions League or in the league, it's that counter-attack high press we've always been successful in. So it's probably not too dissimilar to how we've beaten him previously. But you can see he's got the trust of the front three, and he's got trust in the front three as well. Lucas, it's such a shame Stevie didn't get that goal, mate, because he played really well today, and it's such a shame. I've got my hopes for Stevie Bergwijn as well. I just wished he'd scored.
We all do, don't we? We all really want to see him just just get a run of goals.
That's it.
I know. You get the feeling if one goes in, he might start a bit of a run, don't you?
Yeah.
He's just lacking in confidence. You can see it, can't you?
Well, he got that goal against Chelsea, but to be fair, the goalkeeper did come out really, really well. I think first touch kind of went out of his feet, so he did have to take it early. But I thought it was a team performance, and like I said earlier, it's kind of unfair to pick an individual out. But Tanganga, obviously, for being young, being a right back, whenever he's had. Against Liverpool, it reminded me of the Liverpool performance. On his debut, it was absolutely brilliant today, and he didn't give Grealish or Sterling went off. Did you see the bulge in? Did you see Tanganga's?
Hey, what we talking about here?
In his short. Yeah.
His bulge
in his shorts.
In his shorts, yeah.
Hang on, this is this is for later, Bob. We can't. This is you know we've got children watching here.
No. I realised later it was Sterling and Grealish in his pocket.
Oh,
very good. Okay, we didn't get demonetised.
I like that, Bob. I like that. Good. Appreciate it. Love that. Do you think today, though, Bob, is that everything you could hope for when Nuno got appointed? This kind of performance, is this exactly what you were hoping for?
Yeah, we need to kick on. We need to calm down. Obviously, it's first game, and Man City. I don't care what they say. They had a team out there who were capable of beating any team, but we played like a team. We pressed like a team. We showed passion like a team. Darren Sanchez, we're hoping that didn't have their one good game of the season, because they always do. They have one good game per season together, and we just hope they have not taken it up on the first game. But no, it's all about kicking on. Obviously, we've got Portugal in midweek. I think we'll have loads of changes in that. But Wolves away, the Wolves away game will be a big one, 2 o'clock next Sunday. I think that's going to be a big one. It's all, again, if they show the same passion, same level of commitment, and same gameplay, there's no reason why. I'm not going to say it. There's no reason why we can't have a really good season.
Oh,
all right.
Phew.
He stopped short of saying maybe embarrassing himself totally.
Yeah.
All right, Bob.
Thanks, Bob.
Lovely to speak to you, my friend. Always
very
good
calm,
to see you.
reasonable,
We're gonna
rational.
win the league.
I was just bigging you up.
Couldn't contain himself.
He couldn't contain himself.
Oh, God.
It's like a little tick, isn't it?
Brilliant.
See you, Bob.
Oh man.
I'm loving the buzz, though, aren't you?
Huh?
I'm loving the buzz today.
Yeah, Aaron's on the high thing.
Yeah, on the high. You've got to enjoy it, though, haven't you?
Yeah, of course.
You do have to
You've got to enjoy these moments.
Yeah, you do.
We know with Tottenham, you never know how long it will last for, do we?
Yeah, next week.
Well, Thursday. What are you talking about?
Oh.
We got Conference League on Thursday.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
by the way, who's about to come on with the 91 FA Cup shirt? Yeah, there he is. He's about to come on. Can we cue him up?
Let's get him on.
Yeah, let's get him up. Okay.
Where's the king?
The
king of who?
The king.
Where's the king? Yeah, the king of where? The king of where's? Love it.
How y'all guys doing?
Good to have you on, my friend.
Good.
All the better for having you on. How you doing, Wes?
My first time being on here. I've been following you guys since the Champions League final.
Oh wow! Well, glad to have you with us. I'm glad you called in. Where are you calling from?
Atlanta.
Love that. Yeah.
So do you know where that is?
It's where we got Romero from and where we got Golini from, isn't it?
No. But look, that kit he's wearing was when we last won an FA Cup.
Wow, yeah, that is what
91.
Is that 30 years?
You can get these retro kits on the Spurs website.
30 years or 40?
Yeah, that's what I got.
91, 30.
30 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh my word. God, you remember it well, no, Wes?
No.
You were just a twinkle in your dad's eye at the time, right?
I wasn't even thought of. I wasn't born.
That's what I thought. Wes, tell me about the game today. What were your thoughts?
Oh man, this was a good one. This was a good one. I say the key, like the two players that I think of the most during that game was Tanganga and Lucas Moura. Lucas Moura was running everywhere. That man was running everywhere, and you always need at least one player that can do that type of stuff. And the things he was doing, the way he was tackling the ball, the way the front three shaped, you see they were covering mainly the middle to deflect passes from Manchester City going in the middle and they had to go wide. So the fact that was the game plan the whole game. They stayed in that middle, stayed firmly in that middle, and you see they were having problems. The center backs from Manchester City, they were confused of what they should do because all they could do is just go wide. They couldn't get no intricate pass inside. I think that's what kind of stopped Manchester City's attack. Mostly was stopping them from going and making them intricate passes inside.
That's back. Yeah, I don't know if you did.
Yeah, I completely agree, and I thought Man City really struggled to kind of cope with us in that aspect. What do you think? What do you think Nuno has brought to this team in terms of seeing the way we played today in such a short space of time? He's able to implement a pretty effective way of playing against his Man City side. What do you think he's changed, like in general, like in those aspects, or how we would have maybe approached this game a year ago?
I'll say aggression and pretty much fitness and determination. the way we were attacking, the way even you don't see Dele Alli running back really too much, and the fact that he was running back even after he would probably like lose the ball, he was still running back and still attacking, still covering his man, still making sure that Manchester City didn't find the open area where they can where they can start a chance. And you just saw that from everybody. Then of course you saw Højbjerg. That man was telling everybody where to go. That man said, "Hey, come here." Then when Doherty came on, he was telling him what to do, trying to get him acclimated into the game in this very short time space. Everybody played with aggression. Everybody was tackling very good. Even Sanchez, and Sanchez, Sanchez. So even with him, that one tackle he did at the end of the game, that was a key tackle right there. And you have to give props to him. Got to give props to Dyer. You just got to keep on thinking about Tanganga. That man was giving he was getting number 10 a problem over there. He was giving him a problem. He was strong. He kept on getting on his nerves. Kept on battling at him. Didn't give up. Didn't care about them. Kept on targeting him on that left side at all. He just kept on fighting, and I say he gets man of the match to me.
Yeah, he was a warrior, wasn't he?
He was absolutely brilliant.
I think he should be the right back for a little bit.
Yeah.
Give him a few games, see what he does.
Well, with Tottenham linked to signing a right back, would you say maybe Tanganga might have gained the trust of the manager, or do you still think we should sign one?
We should probably still sign one, but after that type of performance, you got to keep playing him. You got to until he does something catastrophic, which I don't think he's too sound defensively to make too much of a big mistake. So I think he needs to do a little bit more going forward. But even when he went forward, he was looking around. He had his head up. He was looking for passes. He was looking to make a chance, trying to find Lucas Moura, trying to find Dele Alli, trying to find Højbjerg, trying to link up play with him, and also Son. So to me, it's just that he just got to get more used to going forward a little bit more and get more when he's in that transition. But other than that, defensively, he's sound.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, physically,
physically
big, strong.
Bill,
like people just bounce off him, don't they?
And also now that we're working extra on fitness and stuff, I'm sure it's even going to increase. So that's going to
get better. That was a big factor. Also, if you see Manchester City, they looked tired by like the 60th minute. We were on them.
Yeah, we frustrated them for so long. You could see they were just like running out of ideas, and just like their heads started to drop more and more, and they were like they just pretty much conceded the game. I think.
Yeah, that's why Jack Grealish got mad at Lucas Moura, because he wasn't about that. Like he knew the game was over.
I think that's right.
He started getting frustrated.
Yeah, we frustrated Grealish really well.
We did
I thought.
On his debut.
Yeah,
we were the ones on our debut, but. Always good to speak to you,
king.
My friend. Yeah, the king.
The king.
The king of Tottenham Hotspur.
Yeah.
Love it. I absolutely love it.
I love what you guys are doing. I'm going to try to be on. This is my first time being on here. I became a member today. I said I was going to do it this season. I was going to do it last season, but I decided to do it this season. I hope I get on a little bit more and actually interact a little bit more. Hopefully you see my face more.
I hope so. Man. It's very cool. I really enjoyed having you.
I feel nice that we've broke your virginity. I feel good about that.
Your cooler virginity, in that way.
You're always welcome, my son. Come back for seconds.
Looking forward, Wes. Come on, you Spurs. Come on. That was good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was nice.
Nice title being cool.
No, it's good actually. Where did he say he was from?
Atlanta.
Atlanta. Yeah. Georgia, not Italy.
Yeah, exactly. That was good. That was good. All right. Who is that? It.
So much for our quick running through the guests.
Yeah, that was quick, and it still went off for nearly 2 hours. Yeah. All right, I think that is all we got time for today. I want to thank all the callers, all the comments, all the chats, all the likes, all the interaction for what has been a massive game, massive win, and a massive start to the season today for Spurs. What a day. I mean, I'm buzzing. I wasn't in the ground, but I'm still I had an absolutely brilliant time with you, John.
Yeah.
Great spending lunch.
Always good.
Great sharing the experience with you.
No, that was my first time of actually being in the hot seat where it was like being a big game, So that's like it's like a new experience to me with all this, So
exactly.
It was like a carnival, like a carnival experience or something,
Yeah,
so
it was good.
I feel it. Yeah, I definitely feel it. Yeah, what a day. What a day.
Brilliant. Hopefully, later in the season, we're going to change the setup around. We're going to get more people in here, so it won't just be two of us, but. What a start to the season. What a start for Tottenham and for Nuno. Absolutely brilliant performance to start the season with, and making a statement without Harry Kane in the squad. You can't really ask for much more on the opening day, can you?
Yeah, a lot to look forward to.
It looks like it. Looks like if this is to go by, a lot to look forward to. But thank you, everyone, for joining us. Thank you for everyone who watched the watch-along as well. And on the pre-match pump-up with David Harris, go over and subscribe to Irish Hotspur if you haven't already.
Yeah.
That's it for today. Like, subscribe, and comment below. And as always, come on, you Spurs.